We at least 4 million units of low income and housing, stop corporate landlords from jacking up rent prices, and establish a cap on rent. In a competitive global economy, we need the best educated workforce in the world. All of our young people must have the ability to get a higher education by making public colleges, trade schools, and universities tuition free and canceling. I heard a lot of talk about freedom tonight from Mr. Trump. Well, in a free society, we must absolutely guarantee that it is the women of America who control.
Okay, so we saw this part. I apologize. When I first we saw, I forgot that he was doing the speech.
So what's going on is Bernie Sanders' speech. Uh, he's talking right now. And I agree with Bernie. I'll tell you what, I'm going to agree with a lot of people. Bernie Sanders is for the poor, he is for the working man. He's always been like that. I don't know why him and Trump, I don't know why Trump don't have him assigned to something having to do with that, because Bernie Sanders makes uh, a lot of sense with the things he's saying. And I would have to say no deal with Mr. Trump if that was the deal. He's talking about 800 and something billion cuts from Social Security. And no, I don't know why he don't get with uh, Bernie Sanders or appoint him something up there with this, because he does care about the people. I don't care what people say. He did make money. He admitted that, but not from the people and not from the big pharma and all these other places, lobbyists and stuff. He did get money donated to his campaign, but he made sure there were none of these lobbyists or none of these pharma people or anything. It was the people that donated, right? Because he's got some great points. And you won't know what Bernie Sanders is talking about until you're poor. Then you'll know exactly what he's talking about. Social Security, disability. There's a lot of people, unfortunately, that are born in this world because of defects among us on this world, or the things we eat, whatever. And that person will never be able to work, never be able to do too much. They have to survive. And that's part of God, right? I think it's part of God saying this is a law that's put in place for his people, right? The people that can't work, or they did work but they can't work no more, uh, they can't survive. That's what Social Security was there for. That's what disability and stuff was there for for these people to get something when it's all said and done, and when it's all over. Some of them, that's all they got. That's all they have. They don't have no savings. They don't have nothing. What do they got? Well, they count on that check from Social Security or disability, because without it, there we'd be in the streets ourselves. So I agree with it. It's always been there. My grandparents, their grandparents, it's always been there. It was a good thing. It was designed for the people. If you were working, put into it, uh, you get it back, when shit goes bad. And yeah, I can't say anything bad about it. It's there. We're lucky to get what we get, which ain't much. But some countries, you got nothing. Literally, you work 60 years, hard labor. You think you're going to retire, but we're hearing a lot of these people say, "What do you mean retire?" With inflation and all the stuff and everything in these other countries, there's nothing. They don't have none of this Social Security stuff or anything. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. But it's true. And much like that Metallica, sad but true. So do I like Bernie Mac? Or Bernie Mac? Bernie Sanders? Yes, for the people. Yeah. Would I vote for him if he ran for president? Probably. He's got some good points. He would have been a powerhouse. I don't know why Trump don't have him on the team or in there or whatever, or working on something. Do I think Social Security will go anywhere anytime soon? No. No, are you kidding me? It brings in more. I mean, it's constantly being fed. Now, unfortunately, my government, my Pentagon, and my president called and said that we're lacking on children, so I'm going to have to impregnate all you women in America. I'm really sorry. Thank you very much. I'm just joking. Not all of you. But you folks have a great night. Would I vote for Bernie Sanders in the future if things don't get better? Yeah. Why? Because I just feel he knows what, you know, we're suffering. And who suffered the most for everything? Jesus. Right? What nationality is, for some reason, I just believe him. I just have a feeling that he knows that the American people should be getting more money in Social Security or disability. They know they need food. He knows and the health coverage. And if you don't need to go to a doctor and you're feeling good one day, why do you have to go to a doctor? And I agree with that. And that was a good thing. That was a Trump thing, right? Or not Trump, Obama. That was an Obama thing, right? Why you got to go to the doctor every 3 months to get blood and do all this and everything when you're feeling good, right? You go to the doctor when you're feeling bad. Let the people feel good. If you're feeling bad, go to the doctor, right? But they always change that stuff, right? Now you got to go every 2 months. You're constantly giving blood. I was like, I'm done with this, man. It's like you're cattle. I'm sorry. It's just like you're just it's unreal. Excuse me. Well, there you go. The Bernie Sanders show. It was great. Great speech. Man, he's telling the truth. He ain't lying. Right? But let me tell you what Bernie's strategy is. He's going to he's forcing Trump. You're going to have to give us something, Mr. Trump. We're poor. You're going to have to give us better health care, food, whatever more. You know what? A stimulus check would be great. But if we go by all these people that put out, we're getting a stimulus check every week, I probably got $1 million somewhere or someone stole it, because every time I turn on YouTube, everyone says we're getting stimulus check. Your stimulus check will be in the mail today. Well, we're all out there like dogs waiting to be picked up at a puppy show or something. Right? Check your bank account. Today is the day. Yeah, well, about 50 million people calling at one time, shutting everything down. Right? We'd be rich if we go by social media. I don't know. They owe me about 1.5 mil already with this, so I'm collected. I'm collected. Now, you folks have a great night. I might be back here midnight, a little after midnight, with a fire. What are you feeling tonight, Debbie? A fire? Blue? Regular fireplace? Blue flame? They say the blue flame is like the Lord or something. I don't know, maybe. But anyways, there she goes again, folks, not answering me. But I'll be back. I'm going to make some tea, some herbal tea, chill and relax. And great speech, Bernie. Great speech, Mr. Donald Trump, President Trump. I don't know why we didn't have this A team. Do I have to get this team together, Mr. Trump? That's what you hired me to do. I mean, you hired me to do this. I can put this team together and we can get this whole thing settled. Bernie knows what us people, our poor people, need. And let's get started on this dream team. We can call it the dream team. Or we can call it something else, right? The X team. I don't know, maybe. Maybe the X Files. I don't know. No, they already have an X Files. Yeah, the X team maybe or something. I don't know who's sponsoring all this. If it's Elon, let him use his name. I mean, he's dumping in all the money. I'm just the brains. But yeah, it sounds good to me. Let's go with it. Love you guys. Love everyone. Have a great night. I'll be back with a fire. Thank the great Debbie Fox.